Darkness swallow my sight. Endless miles no end in sight. Engines screaming, souls collide. Lost on this nightmare ride. Concrete serpents turning cold. Ravel secrets, tales untold. Highway ghosts they haunt the lane. Echoes of my fear and pain. Concrete serpents looking cold. Ravel secrets, tales untold. Highway ghosts they haunt the lane. Echoes of my fear and pain.
Are we rolling?
And we're live.
Hey,
We are rolling.
hey, everybody. Oh, whoa, boy.
Well,
Hey,
there he is.
Yeah, yep, there he is.
Okay.
Jeez, man.
And he's gone.
And he's gone. What the heck?
All right. Who's got the
Enemy's
jar of
back.
dirt?
Deacon, are you back?
I
Okay.
don't
folks,
I
having
don't
a bit of
know.
a glitch.
We
Am I
can't
back?
see you.
Can
We
hear you,
can't
but
see
we
you.
can't see you.
Really? Well, it's
Oh,
by
good
design.
grief.
No one wants to see me anyways. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Nightmare Road. I, of course, am one of your hosts, Deacon, here with the very mysterious.
SOS, and here with the beautiful and lovely.
Messy Jessie, and I'm here with one of my sisters from another Mr. Ash.
What a dick.
Oracle. I'm here with the phenomenal, secretive, ultra fabulous
Birdie
CIA
birdie.
agent.
Birdie, birdie.
ICA. Oh,
Can you
that's
guys not
nice.
see me at all?
No.
CIA?
No,
No,
No.
Oh.
nope.
Is it
you're
better
just
that
a
way?
box.
No.
You
Well,
we're recording. We're
Just
live.
talk.
You're just
most
you're gone.
women are just a box. I'm kidding. Let me see if I can rejoin.
okay. Messy Jessie, you are going to
Yeah.
present stuff tonight. And what do you have for us?
Oh my gosh, you guys. We are going to talk about fears and phobias. Have you ever guys just
Exactly.
thought, like, when you're, at least for me, so there was one time when I was 8, my dad took us all the time up to the mountains, right? All the time. And there was one time he decided to get us stuck in the middle of nowhere. And we ended up staying the night. But have you guys ever just sat there with the dark surrounding you and all you have is the fire and your angry father being pushed out of his truck because he can't get it out of the stupid mud pit, but yet you feel things watching you?
Sounds like my childhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yet you want to find out what's watching you, but you have this fear. You don't know where it comes from. It's interesting.
Yes.
Anybody
It
have
is.
that?
Well, and it's interesting how your body can react to a
Yes.
fear and a phobia and the difference between the two.
I think it's the
Correct.
fear of the unknown. You've never been in this position before, so maybe your mind is playing tricks on you, but yeah, that's spooky scary, especially
Yeah.
when you're broke down in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, yeah. You don't know what's out there.
Oh, you
I
guys.
think it's kind of, do you think it's like innate in us? Like
so
we're
interesting
not
enough.
top
with,
of the food chain and caveman kind of throwback?
I think
Yeah.
that we're not. We always believed through end of time that we're the top of the food chain. Have you really thought about it? Really?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
We
not.
have always thought that, but we're not.
Well, you're
Yes,
back.
you are.
Yeah, he's back.
Welcome to the
So-
food chain.
No.
But do you really truly believe that humans are top of the food chain?
No. It's
No.
because there are things bigger than us that can just demolish us. Like, go to a humpback whale and see who wins. I promise it will not be you. Okay, who's gonna win
I
between
think
you and a bear?
if you have weapons and you're prepared and you know what's out there, it's different.
Okay, you got that, but that's it.
Outthink your enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a point. But still.
Well, thanks, guys. That's it. That's the show. So I want to talk about the history of phobias and fears. So we want
Yes.
to talk, let's just say we use my example when I was a child about the fear of the dark and the fear of the unknown, right? It is a common and deeply rooted fear experienced by many humans, other than Decon. Ranging from your childhood to adulthood. This is known as nyctophobia. I could be saying it wrong. It's NYCTO phobia. Nice phobia. So it's kind of weird. There's a lot of phobias out there, but this is the fear of the dark. It's not always linked to absence of light itself, but it's rather fear of what, could be lurking or unseen, that we can't see. It's it's a rational or irrational fear of darkness is deeply embedded in the human psyche. And it's just like Deacon was talking about when we came from way back in the caveman days and everything. We have to think, did they really were scared about what was behind the dark or what was there? Or were we know we're going to stay safe here in this cave and fire, wherever they decided to make a home. And do we really go and venture out in the dark to protect ourselves, or we just stay here? I guess, if that makes sense. And then, we start thinking, as we commonly do as humans, right? We're like, okay, I'm really scared about what's out there. I don't want to go out there. And we have to really think, where do these phobias come from? Because, we as, cave people or humans, we've really evolved from that time, I guess. I don't know if we going back in circles, but just kind of researching and everything about these fears, I have to think they really started knowing about these in the 18th century and maybe a little earlier. This is when in the early Roman times, and when they have the philosophers that we know as Hippocrates, I think is how you say his name.
Hippocrates.
Perfect. Hippocrates. Yes. That's what it is. So I come up with all kinds of different names.
You do, and I'm so
thankful.
It's awesome. I love it. So do you think
Messy Jessie?
Yep.
Do you think oh god, I lost my train of thought, but do you think this stuff is just passed down from generation to generation?
I think so.
And to keep us in line, like there's bears in the woods, so that we wouldn't leave the house, kind of thing, at night, and I don't know, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember being a child and camping, and my parents would say, like, you better, be good, or the bear's gonna come get you, and I think that was a real fear. Like, it was seriously a real fear. Like, oh crap, I don't want to sleep in the tent.
Yeah.
Don't wander
Because my
off.
parents, don't wander off.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wander off. What was the movie? The M. Night Shyamalan movie. It was all based on keeping. It was the fear of the village. The village.
Village.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
the village in the woods. It was
Mhm.
called the village, and it was all based on that premise of control, because they didn't
Mhm.
want the town to get past the woods, because
Yeah.
then they'd realize there was
yes.
the whole world out there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That
Also
movie was
gotta think
wild.
religious beliefs as well. I don't want to throw in religion or anything, but there are some bigger churches that really try to control their constituents within the congregation, and this is instilling fear about, certain things they should or should not be doing.
Mhm.
We've known this through time. I mean, we think about, I think
Yep,
so.
you're back.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. So, and it's all control, right? I mean, it's all control.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about Hippocrates.
Socrates.
Hippocrates.
We're making fun of Jess. That's all.
Yeah.
Because I can't. Yeah. Anyway,
You weren't here, so we had to make fun of Jess instead.
I cannot pronounce names that are beyond me. I've only went to the 6th grade.
Wait, what
Yeah.
did you just say?
Perfect.
Oh, and he's gone again. Nope, and he's sideways
he's
now. You're
And
sideways.
he's sideways. What
Why
is
are you
going
sideways?
That's awkward.
What?
Are you laying down?
You're sideways.
Well, at least we got video evidence of what happened.
Oh, gosh.
We're there.
There you go.
So
Okay.
we were talking about the phobias and all that. And we want to talk about how the phobia began. It was used as a term in the actual 19th century, after which it was generally gained acceptance in like its current sense. The intense fear that is out of proportion is what they talked about. It is the apparent stimulus cannot be explained or reasoned away. It leads to like avoidance of fear. Like for me, if I could avoid flying, I would. Because I'm scared to death to fly. And the reason why is because you give control to somebody else. It's that
Girl,
control.
I just need to get you in the air with me. That's all.
It's the landing and the taking off for me.
Yeah.
It's just
That's the best part.
No, that's the worst part.
What?
I don't
Oh,
know.
you've never sat in a chair
This is really weird.
and felt
We're
yourself get thrown
sideways.
back from a dead stop. It's so.
Yeah, well, letting go of control is definitely a big deal. I think that's for everybody, right? Most of us don't like to let go of control. So, this, I swear to God, this platform is driving me crazy. It's a great platform to record on, but what is
And Decon
going
needs
on?
a Wi-Fi extender.
Yeah, Decon's popping in and out, and we're not live on YouTube again. I don't know what's happening.
Just gonna
here.
order one and send it to him.
I know.
Huh?
I know. That's what we need to do. We need to get you a Wi-Fi extender or something,
We're just
because you
gonna
keep
order you
popping
one
in.
and send it to you.
So glad that you're here. Yes.
We have been. With
Wit. Wits.
such a weirdo.
I don't have it.
Heights are just
I-
width sideways.
Why are you
Like if you stood at the precipice of the Grand Canyon, that would freak you out. It's not the fall, it's the width.
Well, it's not.
Oh God.
What?
Oh,
What is wrong with
just-
you?
Ow.
God. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay. Where were we?
Well, we're
Here.
I'm
just
gonna have to put
talking
him
about
on a
phobias and
5-second
stuff.
delay.
I just don't know. I don't know.
I don't
So
know
we
what
talked
you do.
about how
Okay.
our cave people and where we evolved from. So what they were talking about during my research, yes, I know, here we are. They contributed to as like relatively poor night vision. So compared to many predators, if you really think about it, a lot of that's why I think that humans are not part of the top of the food chain. We can't see well in the dark unless you have special glasses. Well, I mean, it's just like, special. Okay.
Oh.
So we had to rely on our heightened awareness as humans, and we have to remember our fear response to stay safe during the night. I just mentioned that, right? It's the instinct fear that kept our ancestors on guard and making them more cautious and vigilant during periods of darkness. When they are more vulnerable to attacks, we as modern humans no longer face these type of physical dangers on a daily basis. I mean, I guess we do, but do we really think about it? True.
Yeah.
True. But
Yeah.
I mean, I think of us as what Wally on the ship with all our little coasters and stuff, and I'm like this gigantic fat chick, and I'm just like,
What?
that's the wit.
So okay, wait a minute. So I mean, there's something to be said about all of this stuff, because now think about what happened in New Orleans and think about what's happening just about every day in our country. There's something,
Right. We get
or
too
every week,
comfortable.
maybe not every day, but it seems like every week now there's a mass shooting, there's a this, there's a that.
That's
and
terrible.
yeah,
Mhm.
and we're anyway, we don't think about it when you go out, right? Like, I'm
No.
going to go see the movies tonight. Does it cross your mind that you could get shot at sitting in our local theater?
Yeah.
No.
No.
We still live our lives, but I mean, that's a fear now. A lot of people have that fear, and these big mass events, people don't want to go out, and that's what terrorists want. They want us
Exactly.
terrified. So it's a deal that we're living with now, and a lot of people in larger cities are really living with this stuff.
Yeah. And it's crazy to me, So what are some of your guys' fears? Who wants to go first?
Ash, I'm looking at
I'll
you.
go. Mine is actually kind of connected with the dark, because that is one of my fears. So mine is claustrophobia. So if you throw a blanket over me, I cannot guarantee your safety. I instantly I will have a panic attack. I will punch you. I will kick you. I don't care who you are. It's an instant reaction. And so I remember when I think I was in high school. This guy I was dating at the time, he locked me in his pantry to try and get me to get over my fear. He literally found me in the fetal position on the floor, like hyperventilating because one, I was in the dark, I had no light source. If I don't have a light source, that is when I will freak out. It could be like a pin light, like it could be the tiniest single star in the sky, and that will work. But if there is zero light source, if it is just pitch black, no, I can't do it. I will freak out. And it's every time.
And it's interesting. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Wow.
Yeah. I Dirty Bird, what was yours?
Oh, is what? One of my fears?
What? Yeah.
The open
What is-
ocean.
Oh,
The open ocean.
What?
yeah.
I mean,
Inside the ocean or on top of it?
Open.
All of it.
open.
I
Like
get
being
that.
matter if
out
it's
on the water with
fine,
no
like,
I'm just
shoreline.
Up or down. It's a big bowl of monster soup if you're stuck out in the open ocean. What? I mean, didn't we just do a crazy news story a while back about a guy who was like hunting lobsters or something like that and he got swallowed by a whale? Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
No.
Again. Came out of his blowhole. Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, anyway, it's terrifying to think that there's all sorts of critters out there, especially sharks, that would like nothing more than to start picking at you eventually because you're going to start getting soggy out in the ocean.
It
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, they'll start picking at you until you.
You're just a barrel full of fun, Dirty Birdie.
You are.
What?
You're swimming in the ocean. You're going to get soggy.
You are going to get soggy.
God.
Instead of saying,
Meh.
from now on, instead of saying my fingers are wrinkly, I'm going to say my fingers are soggy.
You're soggy.
I mean, he has a point there. I mean, you think about it. If you're like swimming in a, like, I think that, like, what if something comes up from the deep bottoms and comes and grabs my foot?
Oh, God. No.
Yeah. I always have this really bad fear of everybody is on like a big boat and everybody's jumping in the water. Like, yeah, let's go for a swim. Birdie, jump in the ocean. And I jump, and it's right before I hit the water. I see a pair of jaws just open up right before I hit the water and straight down into something.
Jump into the mouth.
You know the chick that filmed what was that opening scene that the gal that went swimming in Jaws, the first attack, right?
Yeah.
They had her tied with a rope and they were pulling her back and forth so that she couldn't be prepared, and she would panic because they would pull her and it would look like the mouth of the Jaws would have her, right?
Oh, God.
She said it terrified her for the rest of her life. She couldn't go in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just filming that scene. Not yeah.
Oh my God.
So what kind of lotion do you use?
Yeah, I don't want to know.
Well, I do have a story about not dipping your toes in the water when you're told not to. So I can't remember the lake. It was in Montana. It's when my mom and dad were first together, and they drove down to the lake. And my dad knew this lake well. And there's a mom and her kids out splashing in the water, and there's a great big sign in there that says, "Do not dangle your feet over the docks." because they have, what are those things? Muskies.
Turtles?
Oh,
Oh.
muskies. It was like tiger muskie or something like that. And my dad's like, hey, telling her, hey, you can't dangle your feet over the docks because these fish will take your feet right off. And she's like, oh, don't tell me what to do, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, hey, I'm telling you, don't do it. Huh? Some lady with her kids, little kids. And he's like, I'm telling you right now, I've seen these things swallow ducklings whole. Do not put your feet over the docks. And she's still, yeah, I'll do what I want. And he's like, okay. And they were doing what they were doing. And about 5 minutes later, all of a sudden, he hears her screaming her head off. And he turns around, and one of the kids, yep,
God.
4 little digits were gone off his foot. And he ran over
Well,
there,
I've
and he
seen
had to put a
horses.
tourniquet.
I've seen horses eat digits off of hands. So
Yeah, well, yeah,
I've never seen a horse eat a chicken, but I had a horse that would eat tuna fish sandwiches.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's really sad.
But anyway, moral of the story is if there's a big sign that says, hey, stupid, don't do this, probably shouldn't do this.
There's an idiot that will do it. That's the moral of the story. There's always an idiot. We had a stallion at a horse show, and we had his stall all blocked off as much as we could barricade it. The whole stall blocked off. And it with signs that said caution. I mean, he was not an easy animal to handle. And the little boy wanted to pet him. And Mama said, go ahead. And he slipped his fingers in between the two doors so he could pet the nose. And the stallion took 3 or 4 of his fingers off.
Oh,
it was
my
like,
gosh.
Well, yeah, it was bad. But come on.
That's when you need to instill fear into your child. You're
right?
like, no, this is dangerous. You need to be scared of this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know that I don't have any phobias that I was born with. Like, I mean, it was in the Navy. Water, you know what I mean? Didn't like Jaws. Jaws got me, but flying, I flew. I didn't have a problem with it. My problem is now with the paralysis that I had, I can no longer walk in the dark. I freeze because since I can't feel my legs, I cannot tell where the ground is if I can't see it. I can't sense it. And it's weird, man. I freeze. I almost hyperventilate I have light all over the house. I have lights installed everywhere outside.
Yeah.
And when the power goes out, it's a little concerning for me because I have to freeze. I can't walk. I don't know where the ground is. So I don't know if it's a phobia. I don't know. But, now it's a fear because I don't know what I have no control of where my legs are.
You just lose your bearings. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's big. I mean, it's like I literally fall because I can't. The only way I am able to walk is because I can visually see the ground. That is it.
That sounds like a phobia to me.
It could be. It could be.
Fear may be leaning on the fence side of the phobia, but I would say it's definitely a leaner.
I mean, you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What about ghosting How about like the ghostly paradox of fear? We talk about paranormal and the supernatural and entities. These have captivated and frightened us for decades, like millions of years, right? Not millions, but and despite our rationalism and well, many of us still fear and feel uncertain about the paranormal, right? We talk about the fear of dark.
Mm-hmm.
What if no? What? What about you? I mean, you're going to talk about your fears. Like, do you fear like what type of lotion you use?
Or if the lotion's in a basket.
Um,
in the basket. So is it like
Yeah,
on
I do
top of a
too.
cliff, or is it like just general? Oh,
Because I have to do this.
yeah. Yeah, I think you have a point. I drowned when I was like 4, and my brother and his buddies pulled me out of the water. And I had a fear of the water for a long time, and I really had to work when I was little. I had to work really hard to get over it. Now I'm really comfortable in the water. Not a great swimmer, but I'm comfortable in the water. I mean, I had to, but you have to talk yourself through that. You
yep.
know, sometimes
Yeah.
like maybe you on a roof, like you have to, whoo, take that big breath and go, okay, I got to do this.
I had a yeah. I had a near drowning experience in high school, and it takes a lot for me to get into like water. I can't just like walk into a river. It takes me a minute.
Oh yeah,
It's like
yeah.
psychologists say, that's how you try to cure your fear and phobias is you try to face it. I for
Is
myself can't face a spider. I hate spiders.
I'll shut the door and just leave it there and let someone else deal with it. I'm not dealing with it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe snakes. Snakes make me jump. I don't like snakes.
No.
No.
I know how to handle a snake, but I don't want to, and I don't like
I don't want
them.
to. I would rather just beat it to death with a shovel, you know?
Yeah, same.
I don't think I would ever visit Australia because everything wants to
No.
kill you down there.
God, everything is
Yeah.
venomous over there, man.
It looks
It's like
horrible.
really venomous.
I feel
I,
bad for them. Yeah.
Me? No, I'll beat it to death. I don't care.
Fuck yeah.
I don't like mice.
Well, I don't like
Wild
them,
mice
but
are fine. Wild mice, no.
What about the rats? Oh.
Okay, I'll
Um,
admit something here right now. I had 2 pet rats like 15 years ago. Their names were Harley and Martin, and they were pretty
pets are
cute.
different, though. Pets are different, I think.
No, I meant like
gave them back
New York
every day.
rats.
No. Hate them. I don't
Mice
know.
have lots
Just
of
hate them.
diseases. They're dirty.
Yeah, it's probably from the first time I saw the first X-Files movie, and they said hantavirus. And they're like, how's that spread? And they're like, mouse urine and turds. And
So you're in turds.
yeah.
We still
Mhm.
And I
have,
was
we
like,
still
oh,
have
that's
it out
gross.
here,
Okay. And then
Birdie.
listening to my mom's story growing up in Chicago and seeing rats and cockroaches and stuff like that. No. None of that is
Birdie, we
allowed in
still
the
have
house.
hantavirus out here.
Mm-hmm.
Because Dry Valley had a case of it not too long, a couple of years ago.
Where was this at?
So, here, Soda
Oh.
Springs. Hantavirus is still around. And yeah, so,
Yes, we are.
I can't fix it. I have no idea why. The live stream worked perfectly the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what's going on.
I wonder if it's the amount of people on.
No,
No.
we're supposed to have 1,000. We can have over 1,000 in our audience recording with us. So
Oh, wow.
I can't figure out what's happening.
Sorry, guys.
None. No idea. So I am definitely going to get a hold of them again tomorrow and tell them to fix it for the amount of money
Now.
that we're paying for this platform.
Yeah.
So.
It's your fight or flight, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm. Well,
Mhm.
yeah, we're raised to be so civilized, here.
Mhm.
We're raised to be law-abiding citizens and to, obey everybody. And I
Yeah.
mean, that's just our culture is to now. And yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Mhm.
just changing weapons. I mean, it's violence still there. Yeah. Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who are we? Who are we?
Yeah.
It's true. Mhm. I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Yeah. Make weak men. Yeah. Make hard times. Yeah, it's a
I
cycle.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So, well, I was going to ask you, okay, so let's put this back in the paranormal realm, right? So
Mhm.
fears, right, into paranormal. What I've noticed with people who call us who are panicked because they have something going on in their house, we make them work with us that night. If we come in, you have to work with us.
Mhm.
And what it does 9 times out of 10 is replaces their fear with wonder. Like they're going, oh, wow. They notice that we're not afraid because that's what we do. So we're not afraid. And then they ultimately either want to join the team or just think that it's the coolest thing in the world, and they're completely comfortable then with the haunting going on in their house. So it's not, I don't know that it's necessarily the same thing. Maybe it's their fear of the unknown because they don't know what's happening. So it's not like that immersion therapy like Ash happened to you, where that guy was just like, well, then we're going to put you in the dark and make you get over it.
Fuck,
That's
right?
I think it's different, right?
Yeah,
That's a little
Jesus.
different. It's more of a fear of the unknown.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Right.
I'm so scared.
Yeah.
I think I went home right after.
He pulled another firearm out. Yeah. Okay.
I've heard that so many
Yes.
times.
Yes. Like I'm having a hard time with the sweater. Anything touching my neck, I have a very hard time with it. So my mom always told me it's probably because you were strangled or you were hanged or yeah,
I was
exactly.
told that's why I'm claustrophobic. I was probably suffocated.
Could be.
So what is it with me
Okay,
and people
let's
reaching
just
underneath
not-
the bed?
Wait,
What
what did you just say?
I said I always have this fear of people reaching under the bed and dragging me to hell.
Messy Jessie, I'm seriously like that meme at this point. I'm like, demons, come take me, bitches.
Yep.
Let's go.
I got a fear of
Time to
falling.
party.
fear of falling?
Fear of falling?
Fear of falling. Yeah. I mean, heights
Like
is
just
okay.
like tripping, or
it's
just
well, heights are okay. It's doable. It's the just sudden just
It's that sudden stop that kills you.
it's not even
It's
that.
not the fall.
Imagine flying in a jet plane. You're 500,000 feet in the air, and all of a sudden the plane just
100,000.
disappears,
30.
and you're going
God damn
down,
it.
and you're
30.
like, I got about 10 minutes. All right, I'll panic in 3. Yep, here
He's
we
a
go.
lot of fun to travel with. Did I tell you guys that? He's a lot of
If
fun
you
to
don't freeze to
travel
death
with.
first.
I don't understand why you would have a airplane chair as a floating device when it's full of beer farts.
Right?
They want to give you pink eye at the same time.
I guess so. There's a
Actually,
Or the
I've
first person
heard
if the
it's
tail
the
breaks off
safest spot
first.
to be.
Not necessarily.
I've heard the tail of the plane is the safest spot to be. If someone could prove me wrong on that, that would be great. Because
I can prove you wrong.
Okay,
I can prove you wrong. Yeah. It's really a luck of the draw, Ash, I'm telling you.
Really? Damn it. I'm a member of Refried Dreams essay.
Am I the only one that gets on a plane and finds the first exit door? I'm like, can I get past these people and get out of there first if things go south?
Honestly, I think I would
Yeah.
freeze. It's the same thing that Decon was just talking about. You're like, if it really happens, are you going to freeze? Yeah.
I think I would.
I go into air traffic controller mode and I start giving directions quickly. Like I start directing people when when an incident happens. Like you go over there, you make this call, you do. I'm like instantly in that mode of just starting to direct and yeah.
All the
Well,
time.
the freaking balloon did. swear to
Oh my god.
We're so losing this
China
channel.
wasn't coming for us before, they are now.
By
Losing our
stopping you
channel?
from losing our channel? Huh. Would you stop? God. I swear to God. Ah.
So,
Ooh.
what about the fear of death?
Yeah, I don't have a fear of death.
I don't have fear of that.
Dirty?
I
Little,
do.
Jesse?
little,
Take me.
little bit.
Sorry, that sounded really emo.
Whoa.
Take me.
Take me, bro.
My fear is not
Oh,
of death. My fear is not is what happens to my animals. Making sure that my animals are okay. You know? Um
I,
right.
There's no atheists in foxholes.
Ooh.
so it's not like Rambo? Been lied to?
Terrifying.
Murphy, I know this is really serious, but Murphy said sorry. He doesn't have any phobias. Go ahead, sorry.
Sucks.
Is yep.
Yeah.
Does no.
Exactly. Yeah, he's a badass.
That's right.
It's
Oh,
crazy
man.
it being a medium and everything, and I see the other side and everything, but it's not death. It's not the other side. it's the physical doing it. Does that make sense?
The act of dying.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
I
physical,
can
the
see your
physical
point
death
there.
is more terrifying than the actual death.
Right.
I don't know. My the only experience that I have with that was with my parents, right? And just my dad. Um, this is a good comment. The only experience that I have is with my parents, and my dad was almost once he let go, it was calm. It was calm. You know, it was calm. So yeah.
With
I don't know. What?
Whose dog is freaking out?
Hopefully she doesn't get a howl here soon.
ooh,
What? I guess.
I think
Jesse?
Yeah. Poor ghost. I will hit you.
No.
face your fears.
God almighty. Woo-hoo. Bye.